Well, like, let's say they see this and they go, oh, fuck Frank Mir and his swords and Brendan Schaub. Cool. But there's no repercussions. Because you would never say that to us on the street. Because you haven't been punched in the face.
Say it. I mean, people can't act a certain way because now you get sued. Here's the thing. Yeah. This is what I really hate about our society. You and I are at the picnic, right? And there's my wife, and some guy walks by and goes, hey, bitch, you want to come over and suck my dick? That's disrespectful as hell. My children are watching. Now, if I go over there and I slap you in the face, all of us are going to say that guy had it coming. He takes a step back and calls 911, please show up. I go, what happened? I go, this guy told my wife to come over and suck his dick in front of my kids. So I walked over and I slapped the motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, he didn't want to fight, so he backed off and he called 911. Yeah. Okay, man, Mr. Mir, you got any weapons on you? Put your hands behind your back. I'm getting arrested.
Yeah, 100%.
What does that say about society? It's like, wait a minute, he can behave that way?
No, the victims have the power now.
Totally have the power. So now, as a young man, you're growing up, you're watching this. What is your behavior like? Why do you need to act like a man? There's no reason to act like a man. It's like, well, I act like a man because I grew up in a gym, and if I dated someone else's ex or I banged somebody's wife, we were gonna have to see each other. You know what I mean? Like in a gym,
there's repercussions. Yeah.
You know, you look on a football field. There's a cleaner lifestyle because guys go, hey, there's accountability for my actions. Outside of that world, in most of our society, there's no accountability. So that's why the breakdown of society really, I feel, is a problem because our young men don't have to be accountable for their actions.
For nothing, and with social media becoming so big and kids are on tablets so much, I can talk to Frank any way I want, but it's not real life. But they think it's real. They can hide behind some avatar, thumbnail, whatever the fuck they want. And if they talk shit to Frank, they're not going to have to run to Frank in the gym or on the streets in Vegas. They're never going to see him.
That's why
so
the
they
Mike
can just
Tyson
mouth off.
Airplane thing was the coolest in the last,
2
years ago.
Or you see Dustin, even recently, Dustin Poirier, he's on this parade in New Orleans, and some moron, he filmed it, has a sign that goes, your wife's in my DMs, which is a reference, I think, from Connor, but he holds it up as Dustin's going by, and Dustin goes, come here. He gets close, and Dustin slaps the shit out of him. It's like, yeah, that's how this goes, dude.
That's how it should be.
That's exactly how it should go. You're lucky he didn't jump off that fucking Jeep and beat the shit out of you. That's usually how it should go.
If that was allowed and the cops showed up, and we treated this in our society this way. And I'm not talking about a bully that walks around and go, hey, man, did you look over at my girl? Like, bro, chill the fuck out, man. I mean, there's obviously overkill. But at the same time, if people who acted improperly and within the norms of most people's social etiquette go, yo, dude, that's uncalled for. What'd you say about his daughter? Yeah. You said, what? Yeah. You know, I'm like, well, yeah, he walked over and then he slapped me and challenged me.
The cops should go, yeah, what'd you think was going to happen?
Yeah, I'm like, well, yeah, you know, in fact, you know what? I don't think that was good enough. Fucking turn around. I'm going to slap you too. You know what I mean? Like, you know, like it should be. People would then act proper. And I think people would be much happier in their life. I'd feel more comfortable with my wife going to, Starbucks.
But you have beta males running these tech companies, giving the other beta males the power to talk to alpha males like that with no repercussion.
Well, I think they want to criminalize us. I think there's a reason why they criminalize us. I think beta males are much easier to control. If you even look, I get on some deep conspiracy theories, but I think even that's why some of our drug laws are the way they are. Because if you think about the average drug dealer, they criminalize, right? And it's like, well, actually, that's kind of an alpha dude. You know what I mean? Like, and really, like, who the hell was he hurting? Some asshole that just doesn't know how to control himself? It's like, well, I got to be honest with you. No one's ever held a gun to my head and told me to smoke, snort, or shoot something in my body before. You know, I don't know any drug dealers that really having to hold people at gunpoint and go, you're going to do this drug. It's
Buy it now.
It's like, that's kind of a victimless crime. You're doing it yourself. I mean, you know, that being said, again, just like the story I talked about originally, we're at the park. If some guy acts improperly and talks to your kids in a way that he shouldn't, and you check him, our rules of our society now criminalize you as the asshole checker.
Correct.